Hey everyone, welcome to the preseason chat of season 4 of the Bwoah Racing League with the in-game Mercedes AMG team. We've got Freeze, of course, last season, same team, this time around driver and team principal. And we've got Horning, who's a new member into the league. So let's start there, Horning. It's been a while since you joined the league, of course, from Race to Zero R. We've seen you race there. How have things been? Opinions, if any? And also, how did preseason testing go for you?
The preseason testing was very fun, and we had the feature race with the other league. That was also quite fun. So I'm very excited to race this season for Mercedes.
Yep, it's going to be pretty cool. Freeze, thoughts on preseason testing? And of course, you got an excited teammate as well.
Yeah, it was pretty fun to be honest. Like I missed the last race, that's the second day of race because I had some work. But still, yeah, the first race I put a good amount of lap time to get like P3, so that's a good shock for me as well. So yeah, like considering Horning by my side, I think we both can give a tough competition for a lot of points this season.
A lot of people are expecting you to be front runners or right up there when it comes to the constructors title. How important is that going to be going into the start of the season? Freeze can start off with that.
Okay, yeah. So I don't want to jinx it or whatever it is. It's just not that will. There are tough teams everywhere. Each team has two good drivers everywhere, and everyone is developing from last season as well. We can see that properly. So yeah, but the only thing matters right now. It's not to get like penalties on a whole and be consistent enough, and just hope that people make mistakes and we just outsmart them and just get into better positions.
Okay. What about you, Simon?
Yeah, I'm as you said, new to the league, so I hope to get along good with everyone and hopefully be alongside the Freeze at the front of the grid.
Yep, I'm sure, and that'll count for the constructors title as well. Just since you've seen a bunch of them in preseason testing, thoughts on close competitors? Who do you think will be alongside y'all on track, battling through corner to corner? We can start with Freeze.
Okay, I would say my close competitors, like as I've seen before, like preseason and doing some unranked lobbies. I think we're gonna have tough competition with UK. Probably Mr. Vex, then be a Vix 356. So we have like a lot of drivers, and even like have Gouds, you have Sicknick, you have SV. So everybody has good pace, and there are some tracks where I don't perform well and they perform brilliantly, especially in Australia where I don't like the track per se. Yeah, so I'll be just making sure I don't sprint or just I don't get any accumulate penalties as the only goal for mine, and just finish the race with a decent position. Yeah, but yeah, there are a lot of drivers. Like we can just name every driver, and every driver is a good competitor to me right now.
All right. And Horning, what about you? Who do you think will be a close competitor for you alongside, or are you still uncertain about it?
I'm still pretty uncertain, but I had some good fights in the testing as well. I don't exactly remember who it was. It's a bit of time ago, but I'm sure we'll get some good fights along the season.
And Freeze did mention his personal goal of not accumulating penalties. Do you have your own? Any at all?
Yeah. I'll try not to get any time penalties at all this season, but it's a bit hard. I will rather drive a bit safe and not get any penalties, and then be the cheesy guy who wins a position on the penalties.
That did happen in Race to Zero R, I remember. But of course, moving on to questions from the members of the league. So we asked the members of the league to ask all teams a couple of questions. This is an interesting one, and a lot of members of the league agree with this. Is Freeze using hacks this season? He is too OP. A lot of people do say that you're incredible in this game compared to the previous
Yeah,
season.
like I was a bit surprised myself when I started 2020 because 2019 I was not at the same position that I was, because I was like, I just give a comparison. When I was battling UK in 2019, I would be like 1 second off with him. Now I'm on par with him, or better at some tracks. Yeah, so yeah, it was even a surprise to me, but yeah, so I'm just it's a learning process, so I'm just making sure. So everybody are trying to go with removing their assets, like removing traction control, but I'm just sticking with mine because I think I can get more pace with the current assets right now, and switching off assets will be a bigger challenge, and I'll be very, very slow. So I think sticking with medium traction and whatever I have right now, and just exploiting the track limits would actually give me a lot of pace than the others.
All right. And do you see yourselves as a team that can put itself in the top three? Honey, what do you think?
At least I hope so. The plan is to go for as high as possible. Definitely.
All right. Clearly formidable team pairing, and everyone thinks so too. What position in the Constructors Championship do you expect to finish at? Pretty much answered, but in case you all want to shed some light on it.
I would be happy
Yeah,
if I get
okay.
anything above P5, P4 for that matter. But anything above like the top half of the grid, I'm just happy enough. Top four, top five max. But top four is a good start.
All right. All right. Cool. Honey, what about you?
I am. I don't really actually know because I'm still settling in and matching up with everybody. I hope at the top,
Cool.
at least near freeze.
All right. Okay. Now we'll talk about with regard to Drivers' Championship, of course. Okay. All right. I have a question though. Clearly, y'all don't have a reserve driver. Will y'all ever miss a race? Because it might end up that the most regular individuals actually might have a jump on the other teams who, even though might pitch in their reserve drivers or higher drivers, so to speak, might not end up finishing in the points, but consistency is key. So will we see more of y'all, or y'all might not even miss a single race?
Yeah, I hope we don't miss like races, to be honest. Like we have reserve driver who is I think Alan, but he doesn't have the game. So yeah, if if he gets against us well and good, he can just pop in, or he can just use my account whenever he wants to. But yeah, probably considering my time zone as I stay in like, Oxford, so it's pretty easy for me because it's the early Sunday morning when no one gives any. I don't have any work on every Sunday morning, so probably I won't be missing any races just because I can just wake up and directly just sit in front of my laptop and just play.
All right, Hanning?
Yeah, for me, I'm just playing around it, so I expect to make it a race.
Brilliant. And we asked the team principals predictions at the post-bid chat. So Freeze gave his. What about you, Horning? Any predictions you'd like to make? Maybe about yourself or about the league, about another team or your own team?
That's tough, tough questions. Any predictions? I don't have anything specific right now.
All right. I think what we can understand, at least from Horning's point of view, is that he's super uncertain about a lot of things, and probably after Australia is when things are going to be much clearer. And on that note, Australia, how prepared are you all? And can I have a possible race result prediction at least? Please go ahead.
I'm not looking forward to Australia, to be honest, because that's one of the tracks which I hate. Not hate per se, but I don't have the race pace on Australia, considering a lot of stuff. So I'm just looking forward to Bahrain because Bahrain is one of my favorite tracks to race on. So and I have pretty good pace in 2020 as well. So for Australia is just like for me getting into the top 10, top 7 maybe, and just not getting penalties so that I can just jump 1-2 positions at the end. That's my goal.
All right. Horning, thoughts about Australia?
Yeah. My plan is just to play it a bit safe in the start, and then just no penalties and see wherever I end. At least in the top 10 is the plan.
Right. And on that note, race you're looking forward to the most? Honey.
Oh, I really love Singapore, so I look forward to that.
All right. Honing and Vex both love Singapore. So Vex is in Renault, so that'll be an interesting fight. I'm looking forward to see. Freeze, maybe you can tell us what you think about Vex's pace and Renault in general.
Oh,
Any thoughts
Oh,
on
wait.
that team?
trust me,
drivers?
I might be 90% correct on this, that Renault might win the constructor championship. Might. Just because Avi has improved tremendously since last time we have saw him, and he's even faster than KDB at times. So Avi can give a good shout, good spot for the top three every single race. And he's a very clean driver as well. So, and even Mr. Vex is one of the best in the midfield battles over here. So I think Renault has a very good chance of accumulating so much points to just win the constructor championship by 3/4, or just having 4 to 5 races remaining as well.
All right. Cool. And the race you're looking forward to?
Oh, I
most.
have 3 races which I love the most. So was Bahrain, then Austria, then France. So these 3 are even Baku per se. I love Baku as well. So 4 races where I'm pretty comfortable driving all along. These 4.
All right. It was great talking to you all. Of course, as always, 2 drivers, everyone's got huge expectations, of at least have to an extent. Front row lockout maybe at a race? Maybe? Come on, give me a head nod. Give me something.
Only if General Pepe
Okay.
crashes out in qualifying.
You never know. Considering Horning's uncertain, you never know how his pace is going to evolve race on race.
We hope so. Fingers
All right,
crossed.
boys. Cool. Cheers. Nice talking to you. Good luck for
Cheers,
the
mate.
season.
Yeah.